Welcome to an episode of You Haven't Read What? I'm Krysta.
And I'm Christina. Join us to explore unique genres, childhood favorites, and literary classics as we dive into each other's favorite reads.
Where one of us is very familiar with the book, the other is reading for the very first time. Let's go! Hello! So
we're a little
we're having a little
unconventional.
fun.
Yep.
We're obviously not in the same room.
Yep.
Welcome to my basement.
Woohoo.
And we thought it would be kind of fun to talk about some of the books that are our kids' favorites,
Yes.
given their current ages, with Christmas and all of the holidays, all the gift-giving holidays approaching, or if you're looking for birthday ideas.
Yeah.
I
mean,
here's some.
Your first one's birthday is right after Christmas, so
We are all stacked from September through February.
that is true. Yes.
Is every birthday and holiday in our little family.
Yep. That's
It's a
kind of
lot.
crazy.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So we thought it'd be kind of fun to highlight some of our favorite kids authors, some of their favorite books, and we'll probably squeeze in a couple of these before Christmas. And
Oh yeah, for sure.
I keep saying Christmas, but please fill in whatever holiday you celebrate. That's just what my family celebrates, but obviously we respect and honor whatever your traditions and celebrations are.
Actually, did you know that our children today learned about Kwanzaa and
yay.
about Hanukkah today? And
That's
Water
awesome.
came home and she was like, "Can we celebrate these?" And I was like, "You know what? Why
yes.
not? Like, why not? Let's go and figure out what these different holidays and cultures are." So we're going to actually do it. We usually celebrate
Awesome.
Christmas, but I think we're going to do all three and see what she thinks. But she told us all about it. And
That's
I guess they
awesome.
watched a movie today about the differences in the holidays. So
That's fun.
yeah.
We got a little distracted when we got home. So
Yes, I'm sure.
we didn't talk too much about school. We got into painting. I still have orange and purple on my hand. Yellow. There's some yellow. Yeah. I got all the colors going on.
Rainbow. Woohoo.
But we had fun.
Yeah.
So do you want to kick us off, Christina,
Sure.
with one of your favorites?
Okay, so Water picked out a couple of these, and I picked out one specific one. So one of hers and my husband's favorites is Sheep in a Jeep. They both have it memorized. When we were in the years that shall never be named, he would actually read this from memory. Well, he had it memorized, and he would FaceTime us and read the book while she and I flipped through the book. And so it became
Nice.
a daddy-daughter book, and even to this day, they both love it. So there's that first
That's
one.
cute.
That's the one I chose. She chose the
It has
rest of
that
these.
sentimental. Oh, and obviously it's
Exactly.
catchy.
Yep.
And
And it's actually really good for a lot of different years, which I appreciate. Like as far as little
Nice.
kids to, I mean, she's 6, so it still works.
Yeah.
So another one is There's a hole in the log on the bottom of the lake. So what's actually kind of cool about this is that when we lived in Tennessee, we signed up for the Imagination Library from Dolly Parton, which is awesome. If you have a chance, you should go to that website, find out if your zip code works. It's a lot more of the southern states that it works for. But up until they turn 5 and they start heading to kindergarten, you actually will get a book for every month, and it's dictated to how old that child is, which I think is really cool. But she loves this one, and we always have to sing it.
That's a favorite of ours too. Yes, that's a classic.
Yep,
it's a good one.
Sure. And then another one of my husband's favorites with her.
Yes,
the book with no pictures. It's such a weird book. We got it as I believe a Christmas present. And I want to say it's from either you guys or maybe Martin's. I don't remember. But somebody got this for her. and she loves it. We're always reading it, and she's got so many parts of it memorized, and like some of it is just, it's so silly and it's just so much fun. And she's always like, I want to say this part and I want to, sing this part or whatever.
So
That
that is
one.
one of my favorites
Mhm.
because I don't know, I don't think this is one of your shows, but that author, BJ Novak, was on The Office, and he is one of the primary writers on The
Oh,
Office.
okay.
And his first script he ever did was turned out to be, they don't know what order the scripts are coming out,
Yeah.
the second episode of The Office, which is still one of the all-time favorite episodes.
Yeah.
And then he turned into one of the characters. He was Ryan.
Oh, that's cool.
In the show. And so BJ's hysterical and fantastic, and obviously a phenomenal writer to have worked on The Office. And and this book is, oh my gosh, we love this book so much.
And it's such a good book. It's funny.
It's so clever.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Water loves just to be able to say all the different funny parts and everything. And
it's a bunch of nonsense words that are just put the kids over the edge.
It's actually one that we gift to people for their birthday parties, so we always get a gift and a book, and this tends to be one of the books that we will gift. That's
a good go-to.
Oh yeah, for sure. I decided this year that we're gonna just buy a bunch off of Amazon or wherever, and we're just gonna have them in stock.
Keep in a box off to the side.
And then last one.
Know that when my daughter's birthday comes around next month,
you already have it.
We already have it.
Yep. I already know which book I'm going to get you guys.
Oh, no.
Which is another one that I forgot to grab.
We'll talk about next time. It's fine.
Actually, he's going to go grab it, but I will do this one real quick. So Mermaids to the Rescue. The girls are starting to get into the chapter books.
Yay.
They start liking them. My best friend actually got this. So Cassie, she was in our movie thing, which probably
hasn't come out yet.
Yep.
You will meet Cassie soon.
Yes, you guys will meet Cassie in a couple of episodes, but she got this for Water for her birthday, and is trying to get the other books for Christmas for her. However, she's like, they're so backstocked. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we'll try. But this one is Thing One's birthday present.
I love this book so much.
So what's funny about this book, though, is that Water got it through the Scholastic Fair at school. And then you and I talked about this book a couple of times. And then you said that Thing One brings it home quite a bit.
She's brought it home from the library like 3 times. And we fail as parents for having not gotten it for her yet.
Well, what's funny, though, is that the girls are going to have a book exchange coming up. So I got this one as the book exchange. So I was like, well, maybe Insider Secrets.
We just need to make sure we grab that one. Yeah.
Exactly. Or if she doesn't get it, then we'll make sure that she's got it for her birthday. But yes, The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's also great.
It's so funny.
It is. It's hilarious.
It's so funny.
And very kid friendly. I would say even probably Thing Two's age. Which is about 3. So I would definitely say it could be a younger one. I wouldn't go super low, or even higher than 6 at that point for this book. It's a lot of fun.
It's really funny. We like that one.
Yes. But those are the books I chose. What about you?
I've got a couple sitting next to me over here. I'm gonna start with my little guy's kind of favorite. He loves all construction trucks.
Oh, yes.
And part of that is we are in a new build neighborhood, so our house next door is actually being built. So he wakes up every morning, he looks outside and goes, excavator. Yeah, buddy, there's an excavator outside.
Yep.
He's really excited. They've moved on to inside lighting and stuff, so less exciting trucks. But this is one of our favorite go-tos is the construction site.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to call it this one because I got to give the author some praise here because I think they got a little bit of grief and they corrected, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Because we got this one first, Good Night Construction Site. And it really bothered me as an engineer that all of the trucks are he.
Oh,
he, him.
Yes.
There's no girl trucks. I was like, that's a problem. So I, as I read it, will change to say, she lowers her bed and locks her gate and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I will change it as we read it because it bothers me. But this is where I give the author a lot of credit because I think they realized what they did.
Yep.
And there's several more books, but this is our other favorite one.
Oh.
Taking Flight. And so now almost overcorrected, but pretty much all of the new trucks introduced are all female or all she, her. Which funny. I appreciate, right? Especially as an aerospace engineer. I'm like, yay!
Is that the airport?
I like that the airplanes are girls. Yep. Right. Yeah. So this one's construction site Taking Flight. Mm-hmm. And they, there you go. Yeah. So it's all the same trucks go and help build an airport, and they meet a bunch of new ones.
Yeah.
And we had friends babysit a couple of weeks ago and read this one, and our good friend was like, oh, that's a really good book. And I was like, yeah, when you've read it once, when I've read it 500 times,
right,
it gets a little old. Yep. But again, I'm going to give credit where credit's due to an author that they corrected and added some female work trucks.
Make sure that you tell everybody about what I believe it was your mother that told you about rereading books over and over.
Yeah, so there's some studies that, my mom was a kindergarten para, worked at my elementary school when I was younger, and then after I graduated still. And she was telling me about some studies about kids that want to reread the same book over and over and over again shows a higher level of comprehension in books because every time they read it, they focus on something slightly different.
Right.
And so especially if they want to reread a book over and over and over again, well, she makes you want to pull your hair out, or you have it memorized if you can read it over an iPad.
Yep.
It actually shows that kids are understanding it a little bit better and a little bit more, and like slowly gaining, growing and understanding and appreciating books differently, which I think is really cool.
It is neat, and plus the science behind it is always fascinating too.
Yeah, right.
We all know you like science.
So then our other series that we love. I could not find the first book to, but the first book is called Mother Bruce.
Okay.
So I grabbed a handful of others.
Okay. Oh, look at that bear.
So the short version of Mother Bruce is it's a bear who accidentally adopts 4 geese.
Oh. And
it all goes downhill from there.
Okay.
They're hysterical. So this author is Ryan Higgins. And I love everything he does. He's either sponsored by Disney or he works for Disney. I'm not totally sure what. But all of his books have, Disney on the spines.
Okay.
But it's a whole series. So it starts with Mother Bruce with him adopting 4 geese. He eventually ends up with some mice too. And so there's Hotel Bruce, Bruce's Big Storm, Bruce on the Move. There's a whole bunch of books, and there's holiday books. There's a Halloween one. There's a Christmas one. There's a springtime one. There's a summertime one. Like there's a whole bunch of them.
Wow.
But one of our other favorites, it's part of that series, is Hey Bruce, and this one is popular both with our little guy as well as our oldest because it's all interactive. So it's all shake the book, turn the book, twist the book, draw circles, and it's all you're playing with the mice to try to get Bruce to fall asleep.
Oh, that's cool.
And well, that's you can kind of see how it goes downhill from there.
It kind of reminds me a little
hysterical.
Bit of Wild Robot when the robot.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Okay. You saw that without me.
I won't spoil it, but it's like the robot, adopts a duck, right? I think it's a duck.
It sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right. Or it's a goose. No, it's a goose. It's not a duck, it's a goose. It's a Canadian goose. As my Canadian husband is telling me over here.
So then the last one is a different series of books by the same author, by Ryan T. Higgins. Again, I love him.
Yeah.
Is We Don't Eat Our Classmates.
That sounds funny.
And it's about Penelope Rex, who's a T-Rex who gets to school and find out she's in school with a bunch of children. And so she eats them.
Oh.
And then, she spits them back out.
Right.
And she learns, and this one's really good because, again, with my little 3-year-old, we had some handsy hitting issues in school. And stuff like that. I take all the paper covers off of our books because they just get destroyed. So that's why I'm like, here's the first page. Because otherwise, you just have a goldfish, and that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But so it was really good with him of like, hey, you have to be nice to people in your class or they don't want to play with you, because Penelope
Right.
has a hard time making friends because she keeps eating them.
Right.
And so she learns how to play nice with everyone, even when they spill barbecue sauce on themselves.
Ooh.
And it's really cute. And that's now a new series he's been coming out with. So it starts with We Don't Need Our Classmates. And then a great one, his second one is We Will Rock Our Classmates, which is about having courage to do the school talent show.
That's cool.
Which is really cute. And again, great messages for our kids.
Right.
And I love them. And then We Will Not Lose the Class Goldfish.
Oh, probably a good one.
Which is also great. And they're all Penelope Rex and, you know, her figuring out how to get through school. That is good. Like I said, for at the top level of, hey, don't hit your friends.
Right.
For my 3-year-old, to now the 6-year-old can read most of these books on her own. And it's a little bit of a deeper understanding of responsibility about taking care of the class goldfish and, you know, still being nice to others and all of that. And we love both of these series. These are our go-tos, especially for, you know, newer parents of like, hey, here's a great series you're going to love.
Oh, for sure.
So,
nice.
And they're fun to read as an adult too. There's clever humor in there. That
adult humor that little kids don't understand quite yet.
Yeah. Or there's little references and like, you know, the We Will Rock Our Classmates book that like somebody's wearing a t-shirt with the Pink Floyd, you know, bent rainbow through the prism. It's like, I get that.
Right.
And so, so there's fun little references that are clever, but cool. We love both of those.
Nice.
So yeah. And again, we're not endorsed. We are not making any money by putting any of these books and authors out there. These are ones that have just meant a lot to our kids. And if you're looking for some good ideas, then they're definitely worth checking out. Or if you had one Bruce book and went, that's a series? Like, there you go.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, for one of our imagination library books that we had gotten, it was about a bunny learning how to earn money.
Oh.
And then we Googled it and realized the series has 3 more. It's Bun learns how to earn money, how to save money, how to give money, and how to... why can't I think of the other one? I don't remember the other one right this moment. How to save money.
Save. I say spend, save, give are usually the...
Yep. Spend, save, give, and earn were the 4. And they give really good like lessons on how money works and things like that. And it's basically about a bunny named Bun living in Bunnyland. And she earns carrots for like an earning one. She wants to become a famous singer. So in order for her to get lessons, she has to earn money. So she helps in the garden. She gets 1 carrot a week. She sings to her baby brother. She gets a carrot a week. And if she does something else, she gets another carrot. So she gets 3 carrots a week, and then she learns how to do it. And then like saving is basically the same thing. She wants to get her own space because her siblings are annoying her. So she wants her own playhouse. So she learns how to save her money until she can buy one, and giving is the same way. So yeah, it's a really good series as well. And we're actually rereading it because we're teaching Water all about money right now. So we're kind of going, okay, let's reread these.
We're doing the same.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. Well, and we'll make sure to put the authors and the titles and everything in the caption. We're also putting this on YouTube, so we'll put that in. We'll put a bunch of links in there. But that way you guys can link straight to them if you want. And like Krysta said, we aren't affiliated or with anything. We're not making anything, just books that we've loved and our kids love. So
especially as we're coming up on gift giving season. If you're looking for ideas for, again, our kids are younger, so sorry. Besides, like, you know, Harry Potter, I don't have any you know, tween recommendations. But for the younger elementary school, it's like 3rd grade and under. Yeah, like these are all good ideas.
Yep, for sure.
So thanks for joining us.
Yes, and Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa and Happy Hanukkah and all the other holidays out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys later.
It's fun. Thanks.
Bye. Thanks for joining us for this episode. If you had fun, please follow, download, and review this podcast on your preferred listening platform.
If you're ready for the next chapter, join the spoiler-free conversation on our Facebook group. Search You Haven't Read What? The podcast.
Or on Instagram and YouTube for exclusive videos and behind-the-scenes content. Have a great week.
And we'll catch you on the next page.